If you're into CNC, certainly in the UK, you will recognise this machine. So this is an XYZ 500 LR. So it's one of XYZ's small machines, but very popular and very suitable for us with usually small parts. We had an interesting problem with this machine, and what happened was we upgraded and we bought two of these machines and replaced an older mill. Everything was fine, and then we came across a problem where the tool changer basically picked up the wrong tool, caused a crash. As you can imagine, damaged parts, wrecked a load of tooling. Fortunately, because at the time it was relatively small tools, they just broke. Nothing horrendous happened, but we called in XYZ. They had a look at it. They suspected that there's actually a sensor on the tool changer. So as the tool changer goes round into each position, there's a sensor on there that detects its reach there. It basically counts as it's going around the tools. And they suspected there was a problem with that. Thought everything was fine. And then what we had is, I can't remember exactly the timing of it, but we had the same problem happen on two machines. And again, the XYZ was very, very good, came and had a look at it. They were naturally getting a little bit suspicious about what we were doing, but had a look at it, had a look at the actual umbrella, if you like, call it whatever you want, with the tool changer. One of them needed a little bit of grease on there, but otherwise they couldn't really find anything. And it got really complicated because it's sort of like, well, is it software related? It's clearly not software related because we were running the machine. It was the same job. It's not like it was a new job and it happened. So it's not a programming issue. This job was running for quite literally months on the one machine, and it happened multiple times. You know, I mean, at least twice. We ended up getting a third machine from them, which tells you that we were reasonably happy that it was fixed. And at that time we thought everything was good, but it happened again on another machine. So we had different batches of machines. They were physically made at different times. So it's unlikely to be a manufacturing problem. We couldn't see anything wrong with the Siemens control. We had sensors had been changed. XYZ had been out here numerous times to do the fixes or attempt to isolate where the problem was, and we couldn't find the problem. It flummoxed everyone. We had ideas, but it really did flummox everyone. It turned out to be the sensor, but there wasn't actually anything wrong with the sensor. What was happening was we machined a lot of aluminium. Aluminium, when cut in a certain way, you also get small chips. It can fly up a little bit. And what was happening was aluminium was getting up in between the sensor. When it got close to the sensor, as it was doing a tool change, the machine thought that it had actually gone past one step and was actually on a different tool than actually what it was. This was happening with the three machines. We figured out that it was happening about once every 6 months. So very intermittent, hardly ever, but enough to cause serious concerns and unfortunately make, you know, our staff workshop manager here was almost sort of reluctant to do certain jobs on it. Well, he was reluctant to do certain other jobs on it because there was a risk to it. If we put in big tools in there, we could have had a really nasty accident and wrecked the spindle and vices, etc. Anyway, I will show you a video of the solution that we came up with. After a lot of Googling, we managed to come up with a sensor that is coolant proof, which does seem to work. So I just wanted to do a quick video explaining what the problem we had, and it wasn't necessarily a problem with the design of the machine. They're very good machines, but in our instance, it caused a problem. Again, different CNC workshops may not experience this. If you were doing heavier metals, the chances are that the metals would only go up so high and not as high as the tool changer. The fact that we're in a production environment, the machine was running a lot. You know, if you're in a certain type of job shop, you may be setting up the machine each day and actually only running a few parts of the machine, not actually producing a lot of swarf. So in that scenario, it would never happen. And so yeah, really interesting problem. Just thought I'd share it with everybody.
So this is the interesting thing. So this is the standard sensor. So if we put this, and as you can see, and this is actual swarf from production, so this is the swarf that was coming off that was causing the problem. I'll just put it in a bag, and as you can see, it is activating it. If we do the same on the other one, the swarf proof one, it doesn't activate no matter what I do. It's able to detect. It's got a little, I think there's a little microprocessor in the end that is able to handle the signal. So if it's, I think it sends like multiple frequencies, and if it realizes it's not a solid object, then it ignores the signal. So yeah, it works with a solid bit of metal, but not, the swarf one won't be activated. The swarf proof one won't be activated with swarf, whereas the standard sensor is.